Welcome to the Money Intel Report. My name is Troy. I'll be your host for the evening, and I'm here with Don today from Givex. Don, how are you?
Great, Troy. I'm very good. How are you doing?
Good, good. I wanted to talk to you a bit today about Givex, firstly yourself and how you got involved with Givex and, how you kind of got into the space.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a little older than you, so I've been at this a long time. We've been in the technology business and in the internet business. Started actually in the internet business back in '94 when it was actually just starting. We started an internet company, so we're involved in that, and sold that to a telephone company. So my background has been entrepreneurism. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. Started my first business when I was 18. So I've kind of been building businesses successfully and sometimes unsuccessfully for the last X number of decades. So, my wife and I had decided that we wanted to, do something interesting. So we sold everything we had and decided to move on to a sailboat and move to the Bahamas and start sailing around the world. But we needed something to do. So we decided to set up a little gift card reselling business in Toronto using the internet at the time, back in 1999, where we'd pick up gift certificates for small to medium-sized retailers and merchants in the downtown Toronto area and sell them online. But to redeem them, you had to use a touch-tone phone. So that's how rudimentary it was back in those days. So that's kind of how we got started in the business. We already knew how to work on the internet. We needed something to do. We needed something we could do remotely while we were sailing. So the company quickly morphed from being something that was that simple that we could run from our boat to a company that is now operating, has clients in over 70 countries, 270 employees, 10 data centers. We do probably 10 million transactions a day are going through our services. So we have so it's a big company now with a lot of challenges, and it was just kind of seemed a natural progression to take another opportunity.
Got it.
We don't do as much sailing as we used to now.
Yeah, of course. Especially with COVID now, I feel like they put restrictions on marinas, I know. So for a while, at least now they're open.
It's more that we're just so much to do that we have to be more land-based than we used to be.
Right. All right. So I guess you were like a real pioneer in like the internet, like as an entrepreneur, an internet entrepreneur, which is pretty cool. So tell me about Givex from a practical perspective. If I'm a business owner, let's say I'm in the restaurant business or something like that, how would I use Givex on a daily basis? How am I using your technology?
Well, for example, there's a little restaurant in downtown Toronto called La Fenice. La Fenice is an Italian restaurant. It's been around for a long time. Actually, it's one of our pilot locations, and we use it for a lot of things. But they're a regular operating restaurant. They use our services they have a handheld tablets. They can walk around and they can take orders with a handheld tablet. That goes directly into the kitchen. There's a kitchen display system that tells the chef what to make in what order, how fast, etc. Or the server may not want to use a handheld. They may want to go to a regular station, just like I'm sure you've seen in most restaurants you've gone to, where they can get in at the bar, etc. Then you can, the customer may be able to pay with their telephone, so they want to use their phone, so they tap their phone on the payment terminal, and then all the data you collect points, you earn points. So Fenici has a little loyalty program. They send out to their 1,000 customers on a regular basis, offering coupons, special things to come back and use the restaurant. So La Fenici and many other restaurants that we have make use of all that technology, and that's all Givex technology, from the application, the telephone app, to the POS system, to the analytics, to the programs needed for the loyalty programs, campaigns for marketing. All that technology is all tied together, and it runs together on the Givex portal.
Got it. And is it strictly software, or do you guys also dabble in hardware?
Well, hardware for the point of sale system, we do need some hardware, obviously.
Right. Are you manufacturing yourself, or are you using third party like Apple tablets?
The tablets we make, the tablets I designed many years ago to be custom. We have them built for us by a custom manufacturer in China. And we did some unique things with our tablets. Like it's not a Wi-Fi tablet. It's a wired tablet, because in restaurants, it's quite a noisy environment, and Wi-Fi doesn't always work that well. So you want to have something that's very reliable. So it's a wired terminal. It can be Wi-Fi, but it's wired. But there's also handhelds that are Wi-Fi.
Right.
So those tablets are custom designed to us. They also have a card reader on them, an NFC reader, things like that, to help facilitate transactions. So that's really what the business is all about.
Got it.
Transact.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the rest of it is like printers. We buy printers from third parties. But the tablets are Givex proprietary technology.
Got it. Okay, so how does Givex differ, I guess? What makes it more special or better than some of the competitors in this space, say Shopify POS or Square? What are some of the things you guys do that, make you stand out?
Well, the fundamental difference is that Givex started in the cloud as a gift card transaction processor, and all of our portal, all of our controls, processes, and procedures are in that portal and in the cloud. So when we added our point of sale system, we added it into the cloud. We added our payments, we added it into the cloud. So everything that we do is all on one portal. Now, a lot of our competitors have acquired services and acquired this technology from third parties. So as a result, even though it's not integrated all into one portal, so you have somewhere separate that you go for your app, you have somewhere separate that you might be going to pick up your inventory processing or control procedures. So ours is all in one place. So you have one person to go to, one company to go to if you've got a problem. You're not pointing fingers, and you don't have to have a bunch of IT specialists that understand a bunch of different technology. You have one place to go to, one person that can help. So that's really the fundamental difference. And of course, what we believe is the real reason is service. We've looked after our customers very well. We keep our promises. We have, since we started, it's part of our DNA. All of our team members sign a little thing that says they're going to keep our promises no matter what. And we do that on a regular basis, as much as we can, of course.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, as somebody who comes from quite a long history of doing e-commerce, I'll tell you, you're absolutely right. There is no one company I've found so far that can kind of do everything. A lot of them have acquired other companies. A company like Stitch Labs was acquired by, I think it was Squarespace, or Square, but I don't remember the exact one. But they discontinued the service because they weren't able to integrate it into their system properly. So the company went dead, and there's no one to replace them. So it's nice, having everything in one place. So tell me a little bit about the future of Givex. I know you guys recently did a reverse takeover on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So tell me a bit about, some of the plans for the future and future growth of Givex.
Well, the reason we did this research takeover was we wanted to get into the public markets for a number of reasons. One was to try and give the existing shareholders, we have minority shareholders that we wanted to have the opportunity to get some liquidity, which this is going to help them do. We also wanted to be able to raise capital to be able to accelerate our growth profile. Givex has been profitable and growing consistently for years, 8 to 10% a year on a regular basis. But we wanted to accelerate that growth, and to do that, we needed some capital. So part of our RTO is we did a private placement to raise some cash and capital to add to our already very robust balance sheet. So now we have the money we need to be able to go out and find these special targeted acquisitions that I'm looking to do, and to accelerate that growth from 8 to 12% to something much better. So that was the reason that we did the reverse takeover, and our future is that Givex will continue to grow on a consistent basis with our existing base of clients, not lose any customers, get them, keep them, and make sure they stay happy, and then accelerate the business by making some strategic acquisitions, and then grow that base of business as well. Our real objective is to find more merchant locations. Like, we have almost 100,000 merchant locations now that are using Givex product. So whether they use a gift card program or whether they're using a POS system, doesn't really matter. What we want them to do is have all those locations, if we can, over time, use all Givex products. That's kind of the dream. That's what we have to have. And then add more Givex, go from 100,000 to 200,000 locations. So, for example, that's what we'd like to try and do somewhere down the road.
Amazing. All right. I look forward to seeing Givex's growth and, blowing up across the country. You guys operate around the world, right?
You mean growing up, right? I don't want to blow up.
I look forward to seeing you guys grow immensely across the world. And you guys you offer your services across the globe, or specific
we
countries?
have offices we have clients in 70 countries, and we have offices and data centers in 10 countries.
Okay.
So we have,
So
we
it's
have,
pretty widely accessible. Almost anyone
right,
can use this.
right. Yeah,
Amazing.
we're in North America, North America, South America, Europe, the UK. We're in Australia. We're in Hong Kong, China, Singapore. So we're kind of spread out around the planet in strategic locations, and we are growing in all of those areas.
Awesome. Don, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Thanks
Awesome.
very much.
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah.